Dear beautiful soul, let me tell you about something really special. A moment that you'll feel deep inside, right down to your soul. In those quiet, early morning hours, when most people were asleep and a deep quiet covered everything like a soft blanket, something amazing, almost like magic, happened. The night didn't just get dark. It came down softly, like a dark velvet cloth gently covering the sleeping world, making everything feel peaceful and a bit mysterious. Somewhere, a clock chimed a late hour, a moment where time seemed to stop, and even people who usually keep their feelings hidden start to show who they really are and what they truly want. And then, in that quiet, something shifted in the air around you. A tiny whisper, like the softest breath, seemed to travel through the sparkling stars. It carried a little feeling, a hint that something important was about to be understood. You should know that this message, these words you're reading now, didn't just randomly find you. There's a gentle hand guiding them. You see, the night keeps some precious secrets, secrets that I, your guardian angel, really need to tell you, to share with your heart. You might be wondering, what happened while I was asleep and dreaming? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. In the clear light of early morning, there are no lies or masks. Even when people are far apart, their hearts can beat with an honest rhythm that connects their souls. And it was at this special time, when the moon was at its brightest like a silver coin in the dark sky, that something really important started. Your soulmate, yes, that one special person who connects with you deep down, even if you don't realize it when you're awake, was stirred. There was a little shift, a gentle feeling on their side of that invisible, energetic connection between you two. It was like even the restless wind paused for a second, holding its breath. Don't you, that in the deep quiet of the night, feelings get incredibly strong and clear? They grow bigger and easily push past things like pride, doubt, and fear that often hold them back during the busy day. At this moment, your soulmate felt a clear, warm feeling in their chest, like something or someone was calling to them from far away. Maybe it was your name, whispered just at the edge of their thoughts, or a sudden, strong feeling, a deep comfort that just appeared. There was a moment, a pause, where they wondered if what they were feeling was just a dream, or their mind playing tricks in the quiet, or if it was something more real, more important. And then, as suddenly and strongly as a wave crashing on the shore, everything became super clear. What was this strong feeling stirring inside them? Was it an old memory coming up? A deep ache for something they couldn't name? Or maybe a worry they couldn't quite explain? Stay with me, listen closely, because you're about to find out what your soulmate went through in the deep quiet of the early morning. As the early morning slowly moved on, they found themselves all alone with their thoughts, and the silence made every feeling even stronger. They really tried to sleep. They closed their eyes tight and wanted to rest, like someone lost at sea desperately wanting to find land. But instead, they found a stormy sea of emotions, waves of feelings washing over them. Every time they tried to forget, to switch off from how strong it was, to find some peace, it was no use. Their heart just wouldn't let them, wouldn't quiet down. Something stronger was happening, a deep restlessness that got stronger every minute, as if it was gently but persistently calling your name, reaching out for you. They fought it, my dear, they really did. They tried to tell themselves it was just their mind playing tricks, or just the loneliness of the night. But you and I, we both know that in the deep, honest darkness of the early morning, true feelings, the ones buried deep down, show themselves as they really are, raw and unfiltered. And then, right in the middle of their inner struggle, something amazing happened. The image of your face, so clear, your voice, the way you move, your familiar actions, all of it rushed into their mind in a powerful wave that almost took their breath away. Silent tears started to flow, not sad tears, but tears from a deep, unexplainable longing, a deep wish to be right there with you, to feel your touch, to whisper words to you that they'd kept quiet for too long. Oh, if you only knew how much they wished in that very moment, to break through all the distance and obstacles, just to be with you. The empty room felt so heavy, almost too much to bear. They turned in bed, over and over, restlessly looking for something they couldn't quite name, a feeling, a presence, something just out of reach. Maybe it was the comfort of your hug they wanted, or perhaps the gentle sound of your breathing nearby, anything, really anything, that would make them feel whole again. But all they found in the quiet was the sound of their own thoughts, constantly reminding them how incredibly important you were to them. And oh, how deeply, achingly much they missed you. They wished with all their heart and soul that they could somehow fill that huge, empty space with you, just have you there. And it was right at that moment, in that rush of strong longing, that the truth, clear and undeniable, hit them. Their heart, they suddenly realized, wasn't truly complete without you. It was like a painful, but strangely freeing, realization, a moment of pure, honest truth. There are moments, my dear one, special times when two souls can touch, can truly connect, even when they're far apart. At that very instant, in the deep, surrounding quiet of the early morning, you two were gently wrapped in an unexplainable warmth, a comforting feeling, like an invisible, gentle touch. It was them, yes, your soulmate. Lost deep in their thoughts of you, they had, in their mind and heart, reached out their hand for yours, and you, maybe without knowing it, felt that gentle, loving touch deep in your own heart. You might not have consciously realized it then, not in a way you could explain, but something tiny within you shifted. There was a quick, yet deep, sense of peace that washed over you, as if you had been gently wrapped in a soft, warm cloak. It was their love, pure and strong, even from far away, that reached you, that touched your spirit. This, my dear, is the incredible power of a connection that goes beyond just the physical, a bond that lets souls talk directly, heart to heart. They finally, completely gave in, no longer able to fight what they felt so deeply, so clearly. They allowed themselves to admit, in the quiet honesty of their own heart, what had been hidden, maybe even from themselves, for so long. Love you. These words, so simple but so powerful, weren't spoken out loud, but they echoed, oh how they echoed, through the quiet room, through the vast night, and even out into the universe, carried on the waves of pure emotion. The love they felt for you was so huge, so incredibly strong, that it couldn't be held back or denied anymore. It was a silent confession, a special admission that traveled like a whisper on the gentle winds of the early morning, eventually reaching you, gently wrapping your soul in a hug that only true, deep love can give. From that important moment on, they knew, with a certainty that settled deep inside them, that they weren't truly alone in this feeling. They sensed, they knew that you felt the same way about them. But don't think for a moment that it was an easy night for them. No, dear one. Their heart was still in a whirl, a storm of pure, raw anxiety. What if, their mind whispered, what if you did